Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sydney Storm, and on Twisters today we are going to learn how to make a horse. So stick around. Okay, so to get started on a horse, we go ahead and blow some air into the balloon, and this time we don't blow in very much. We leave just as much as we do usually for a poodle, which you can see in one of our related videos. But what we have here is, I don't know, it looks like about 10 inches of balloon. We'll let a little more out. 10 inches of balloon right there. So in order to make a horse, it has lots of little bubbles in it, but it employs a technique we've covered also in other videos, where if you hold on to the first bubble twist and the last bubble twist, you can make as many little bubbles in the middle as you need to by holding on to them. So we'll go over that now in just a moment. But first we're just going to start out with the mouth of the horse. We're going to go ahead and just twist a really tiny bubble. We're going to say maybe 1/4 of an inch, maybe more. Well, maybe 1/2 an inch right there. And we're going to go ahead and twist that right there. So it almost looks like the nose of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But what we'll do is we'll take the very end of the balloon, we'll twist that up and over, cut that right through the middle. You can see that it's cutting right through the middle of that bubble. So you wrap that around, and this gets the horse's, you know, that look on the horse's mouth right there with it's the horse's mouth, okay? So this is coming straight from the horse's mouth here on how to make a horse. And we have like about 1.5 inch balloon there. That's going to be its head. We're going to have about a 1-inch bubble there and another 1-inch bubble there. Those are going to be the ears. So what I like to do is put those together like this. And there you have a horse's head. Okay, you see the horse's head right there? Whoa. We got the ears, the face, and the little mouth. Now, this is the fun part. We go ahead and make the mane. In order to make the mane, we're going to make 6 little bubbles in a row. And again, it employs that technique where we hold the first bubble and the last bubble. They're all going to be about the same size, about 1/2 inch. So we got 3, 4, and again, if you want to make the next bubble exactly the same size, you can kind of fold this longer unit that still has all of that air in it over so that it will go ahead and match the size of the bubble you made just before. So you can see we have a group of 6 bubbles in a chain right there. We're going to fold them in half right here. We're going to fold them in half, and again, right in this section right here, you can imagine a little line. We're going to go ahead and twist all of this together right there at the neck. And when you're done, you'll have this situation here with the 6 bubbles just below, like kind of hanging below the horse's neck or chin area there, okay? So what we'll do then is to get the rest of the neck that the mane is supposed to rest on, is we're going to go ahead and twist about a 2-inch bubble that's next. And this whole segment here, it just, all these bubbles, because they're round, will roll right over the neck. Look, it rolls right over the neck. Now, it might seem a little complicated. You can always pause the video, go back, watch it again, but it just wraps right around it, and they'll actually lock themselves right on there. You don't have to do any additional twisting. So you've got all of these bubbles right here in the neck, and you can see how that creates the illusion of the mane on the horse, and that's great. Now the rest of it starts to be like many of the other balloons we've had before. And go ahead and do about 1.5 inches for these two bubbles right there. Bring them together. Imagine the line right there. And right at the base of the neck and the mane where we were just at, we're going to twist all of it together. 1, 2, 3. And we got the front legs on the horse. Now what I typically do at this segment, just to help keep kids from getting the legs undone, and we've covered this in a few other videos as well, is the part right here that's at the bottom of the feet. You can see it there, and the neck. That I'm going to connect these two together. It might seem impossible, or that you shouldn't, or the balloons might break, but they do work in your favor most of the time, like almost all the time. They work great. So you just pull those apart a little bit and push them up and over and around. And you can go ahead and just rewind the video if you needed to see that, if that went a little bit quickly for you, but I did it as slow as I could. But we'll do it one more time for the back legs. So you can see that's going to kind of lock those feet together, and if kids try twisting those legs, it's going to be a bit more difficult for them to get them undone. Okay, you see that? So we're going to go ahead and make the body and the back legs here. There we go. So we got the back legs. Oh, there we go, a little gremlin there. We'll go ahead and wrap it this way, this way, this way. So we can go ahead and see we got the front, the back legs here, the left and right legs. We're going to go ahead and take these two pieces and connect them together right here. Imagine again that little line, twist it together. Then we're going to take this and push it down, and push the whole unit down, up and over, and then just rearrange it so you got the tail pointing upwards. And there you have your horsey. Now, one thing that I like to do when it's left with just enough space at the end of it like this is you can kind of put one of those little poodle tails on it, and that makes it pretty fun. Additionally, one of the fun things I really love to do is to have a bubble like that on the end, especially for a poodle, and you can reach up, grab that, and you pretend that you have it in your hand like this, and go, it's gone, and I look for it. You gotta look for it with those mystical eyes, like, oh, where'd it go? And then you can reach like behind a kid's ear or out of thin air, and I like to grab it and throw it at the balloon tail at the same time that I press the air from here, shooting it back up to the top. So it goes like this. There we go, and it makes it look like I made the bubble disappear, catch it in thin air, throw it right back to the balloon just like that, and that is my balloon horse. Our question of the day, do you have a favorite farm animal that you like to make? Because a horse is one of my favorites, so please comment below, and also please go ahead and click like and subscribe so that you stay up to date with our most current videos. Again, my name is Sydney Storm, and thank you so much for joining us on Twisters today.